Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and got something a little different today from, normally what I do, and that is that we're going to be talking about the Jaxson Hayes situation. So, in case you guys don't know, Jaxson Hayes was arrested back in July for a domestic violence call. Apparently, police were summoned to his home. I guess a cousin of his girlfriend texted somebody saying that he was getting loud and violent and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest, it's not a good look, but I think people are kind of blowing this out of proportion. I feel like it's getting exaggerated a lot. So basically, it's not good. It doesn't sound good on the surface. You know what I'm saying? On Yahoo Sports right now, it says Pelicans Jaxson Hayes facing 12 charges, including battery against an officer after his July arrest. So basically, just to give you guys an update, Jaxson Hayes has been charged with 3 counts of inflicting corporal injury to a spouse. I don't know what the fuck that means, but 2 counts of domestic battery, 1 count of battery against an officer, 1 count of false imprisonment, 3 counts of vandalism, 1 count of aggravated trespassing, and 1 count of resisting arrest. Per report, he was charged on January 20th. Charged on January 20th. This is really weird the way this is worded, but he was charged on January 20th and arraigned on Monday morning. So he's got all these charges. Some of them are probably going to get dropped. Worst thing that I see come out of this, he probably gets a fine. One thing people need to understand about domestic violence cases is that whenever a domestic violence call is made, somebody gets fucking arrested, okay? Regardless if it's the woman, if it's the guy. Most times it's the guy, but somebody gets fucking arrested, okay? Whenever there's a domestic violence call, the cops usually have to arrest somebody. At least that's the way it works in New York State. And 3 counts of vandalism, I'm not sure what that means. That could be a hefty fine. False imprisonment, I'm not really up to date on my law degree shit, but battery against an officer, that could be a big one, and 2 counts of domestic battery, and I've never even heard of 3 counts of inflicting corporal injury to a spouse. I'm assuming he hit his girlfriend or wife or whatever. Listen, man, there's a couple things that need to be said here. The first one is, whenever cops approach you, okay, regardless of what the fuck it is ever for, I'm not saying that you should always comply, but 9 times out of 10, okay, at least from every experience I've had with fucking cops, the best thing you can do is just shut the fuck up and just comply, okay? And unless, the way that I see it is, unless you have something to hide, there's no reason to, really give them a hard time. Okay, I remember one time, for example, I got pulled over and an officer wanted to search my car because he thought I was fucking slinging drugs, okay, for whatever reason. And I let him search my whole fucking car. I was like, dude, take the keys and go for take it for a spin if you fucking want. I don't care. I'll sit here and wait for you to come back. It's just the idea, anytime you get into a confrontation or any type of conflict with an officer, they have the ability to make your life a living fucking hell. And I don't think people realize that, okay? If they're really feeling saucy, they'll just start looking over your car for shit. Oh, your inspection is past due. Oh, your registration's out of date. Oh, let me see proof of insurance. Oh, your tires are too bald. Inadequate brakes. Okay, inadequate braking lights, or one light bulb is too dim. They can make your life a living fucking hell if they wanted to, okay? And so, I understand it. A lot of people are out here saying he's got to be better, and he's got to do this, and his career is over, and I don't think his career is over by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's an exaggerated point. A lot of people are like, he's done. That's it, he's done. Okay, a lot of people are acting like he fucking murdered somebody, and that's not the case, okay? Especially when you're somebody who's a professional athlete. When you're Jaxson Hayes, I don't know if this is his first offense or not, but I'm gonna assume that it is. He's only 21 years old. But a lot of people are exaggerating this shit and saying, his career is over, he's done. Yes, these are some pretty serious charges. I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe gets suspended by the league, or, maybe the Pelicans fine him, or the league fines him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of fines followed with this. but it's not Henry Ruggs, man. A lot of people are making this out to be like Henry Ruggs, where like he got in a car, got behind the wheel of a car drunk as hell and hit somebody doing like fucking 120 miles an hour, okay, and fucking murdered somebody. That's not what happened here, okay? Jaxson Hayes will be back. He's a guy who will be back in the league. This is unfortunate. It's a sad little hiccup. Maybe they force him to get anger management counseling or counseling of some sort. That seems like something that could happen here. Maybe they make him take a domestic violence class or something like that. There's a whole bunch of other shit that is more likely to happen here than him losing his NBA spot. And even then, even if the Pelicans do go ahead and release him, somebody's going to sign him immediately. He's a good player. Like, he's not... he's a bench player. He's not necessarily a starter yet, I don't think. But there's a couple teams that I could see would give him starter minutes. You know what I'm saying? And he's a kid with a lot of potential. It sucks to see. I actually like Jaxson Hayes. I think he's going to be a really good NBA player one day. And it's just unfortunate. Apparently he was arrested on July 28th at a Los Angeles area home. And, he's taken into custody. Apparently somebody put their knee on his neck for like a couple seconds before another officer finally did the correct thing and was like, hey, don't do that. You need to move your leg or whatever. It's just, it is what it is, man. He's young. It's unfortunate, but I think people are blowing this way out of proportion, and it sucks, but he'll be back. A lot of people are saying, oh, his career's over. No, it's not over. I promise you. His career over shit like this, trust me. His career's not over, okay? There's players in the NBA who've been accused of fucking rape and shit, and they still play. So, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. This has been the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.